Capital Meg. Rose Alice goes into line. Only 2 to load over there now, being On Your Bike Charlie and Radiant Romance. They'll be the last couple of runners to link up prior to the running of race number 2. On Your Bike Charlie almost in. Radiant Romance will complete the lineup and will be ready to go for the running of race 2 on this afternoon's card. All locked away, ready here now. The light is on. Absalon Tulip the inside, marking time. Chili Palmer is set. Ready, racing. Radiant Romance out wide began speedily with On Your Bike Charlie and Rose Alice. The favourite is showing pace. Driving through behind them, Absalon Tulip. They're followed by Chili Palmer. Daunting Storm. To the tail of the field goes Grand Deposition. Plenty of pace on as they run down the side. Radiant Romance, the outside of Rose Alice. They go together. Capital Meg is third. A break of 2 lengths away in the field. On Your Bike Charlie from Chili Palmer. Then would have been back in behind them as they come down the side of the course. Would have been Absalon Tulip and well back Daunting Storm in company there with Grand Deposition as they run to the top of the straight. Radiant Romance a narrow leader. Capital Meg the outside throws down the gauntlet. Rose Alice back to the inside into the straight. They've got 200 metres left to go. Capital Meg on the outside looms large. Radiant Romance is kicking on the inside, but Capital Meg dashed for home inside the 50 and is all set to score. Capital Meg by 2. Second Radiant Romance, then Rose Alice, followed by Chili Palmer. On Your Bike Charlie. Then would have been towards the tail of the field Absalon Tulip in company with Grand Deposition. Daunting Storm, the last runner to get home. Capital Meg, you'll find the winner there. Proving too strong over the concluding stages. Capital Meg, you'll find it taking out race number 2.
4, 6, 7, 9.
Yes, after the running of race number 2 and number 4, you'll find the winner Capital Meg. Settled just back behind the pace in the early stages and has been too strong for them in the run of the line to defeat number 6, Radiant Romance. Thanks, man. All good.
4, 6, 7, 1.
As I said, to defeat number 6, which was Radiant Romance, who was game. She was sharing the lead throughout. And third home in the event going to number 7, which was Rose Alice. Okay, the winner of the event, number 4, Capital Meg, a 4-year-old bay mare owned by Miss L.A. White, DJ Kelso, S. Hillier and C. Bidgood. Trained by Louise White of the Sunshine Coast and ridden by Adam Spinks. Second home in the event goes to number 6, which was Radiant Romance, a 6-year-old brown mare owned by Mrs. T.A.T. Durrington and B.H. Durrington, trained by Darryl Gardner of Bundaberg and ridden by Kelly Gates. Third home in the event goes to number 7, which was Rose Alice, a 4-year-old brown mare owned by R.D. Moore and R.W. Peterson, trained by Crystal Johnson of the Sunshine Coast and ridden by Hannah Phillips. Our margins, it was 1 3/4 lengths by a half length, 1 3/4 by a half. Time for the event was 56.95. 56.95 seconds was the time. Officially fourth home in the event went to number 1, which was Chili Palmer. As I said, a good performance there from Capital Meg. She settled third in the early stages, was able to peel out at the top of the straight and finish too strong to defeat Radiant Romance, and third home in the event going to number 7, Rose.